What's up, sports fans? I'm Casey James with this NBA special report. And you know how I do it. I give you the 411 and I keep it real. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Now, 3 weeks ago, I said I was done with this Dwight Howard soap opera. I mean, dude had become a diva, and he was holding the entire NBA hostage, especially the Orlando Magic. And the Nets agreed with me because they dropped their name out of the Howard sweepstakes, re-signed center Robin Lopez as they moved to Brooklyn, and life goes on. I said too then that I thought the Lakers should take their name out of the Dwight Howard hat and go on with Andrew Bynum. They had signed Steve Nash. They had upgraded the team and looked like they were going to contend in the Western Conference. Well, it's a good thing Lakers GM Mitch Kupchak didn't listen to me because it's official. It's been approved by David Stern, the grand poobah of the NBA. Dwight Howard is officially a Laker. He drops in the lap of the team that's already won 16 championships as they go for a 17th. And the Lakers get this trade done without giving up Pau Gasol. I mean, all they had to do was give up Andrew Bynum. Are you kidding me? Not only is Mitch Kupchak a basketball genius, dude's a magician to be able to pull this off. In a four-team deal, Dwight Howard ends up in L.A. Hollywood Howard now, as he'll be known, is in Tinseltown. And you add him with Kobe Bryant and future Hall of Famer Steve Nash to go along with Pau Gasol, and you throw Metta World Peace in there. That is a formidable lineup. And the Lakers have now gone from a contender or a pretender in the West to the favorite to get to the NBA Finals. I mean, I love that young OKC team with their big three in Durant, Westbrook, and Harden, but they don't have enough, nor enough experience to go after what the Lakers have and their big four now. When you throw Dwight Howard, the best defensive center in the game, and only question mark is if Howard is healthy and can come back from this back surgery that he had. He's been in LA rehabbing. So now all the pieces have come together and Dwight Howard is officially a Laker. And how did this thing happen? It's a four-team deal that included the Philadelphia 76ers and the Denver Nuggets. The Sixers get whiny Andrew Bynum and his immature style of attitude, even though he's got great talent and is by far the second best big man in the game. The Denver Nuggets get Andre Iguodala, a solid performer and a guy who can play at both ends of the floor. And the big loser in all this is the Orlando Magic, of course. They end up with Aaron Aflalo and Al Harrington, draft choices and kibbles and bits, and this team is going to go all the way to the rock bottom. But the last thing, if you were Orlando, was you wanted Dwight Howard to walk and not get anything for him, like what happened 17 years ago when Shaquille O'Neal walked out of Orlando. So Dwight Howard is now a Laker, and that team shoots right to the top of the NBA elite again. See, I have said it all along about the Lakers is that this organization, this franchise, they don't rebuild. They retooled. If you go through the Lakers' history, they've done this throughout. I mean, all the way back to the late 60s when they traded for Wilt Chamberlain. And even though the Big Dipper spent most of his time in L.A. chasing those 20,000 women, the Lakers did get one championship with Wilt distilled on the team back in 1972 when they had that record-breaking year, winning 33 straight games and winning the first title in Los Angeles. Fast forward to the mid-70s. The Lakers trade for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time leading scorer, and his skyhook. They draft Magic Johnson at the end of the decade of the 70s. Showtime was born. History was made. The Lakers go on to win 5 titles. And then just right at the end of Showtime, when it looked like it was going to be safe for all the other NBA teams and they could get back at the Lakers, what does the Lakers do? Shaquille O'Neal, the big overweight lover, the big Shaq Spear, the daddy, the diesel, dropped into the Lakers' lap from Orlando and for free. Well, actually, it cost him $123 million to sign him as a free agent. But they get Shaquille O'Neal. They send floppy Divots off to the Charlotte Hornets for this young, talented kid that you might have heard of, a guy by the name of Kobe Bean Bryant. Yeah, he and Shaq then combined for 3 titles. Kobe goes on to win 2 more championships without the big fella. And the Lakers, again, are top of the basketball world. And after getting beat the last 2 years in the playoffs by Dallas and OKC, it looked like the Lakers were vulnerable. They were getting old. Kobe was on the other side of his career. The Lakers couldn't contend. They signed Steve Nash. And then 3 weeks later, they get Dwight Howard. And in those 2 transactions, all they gave up was Andrew Bynum It's all good for the Lakers, and they'll be going strong after LeBron James, the best player on the planet, and his big three, and the NBA championship next year. But it is going to be, it's been a fantastic summer. We've seen all kind of moves and guys signing as free agents all over the place so far, but the biggest move has happened right now as Dwight Howard ends up a Laker, and Mitch Kupchak, kudos to him. They already ought to be engraving his name on that GM of the Year trophy to Mitch Kupchak of the Lakers. So the Lakers starting lineup will have Hall of Famers Steve Nash and Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol, and Metta World Peace thrown in there for good measure. And on the bench, they've got Antoine Jameson, Steve Blake, and a couple of other pieces too. So the Lakers go from pretenders to the favorite in the Western Conference, and they're going right after the Miami Heat. And it's going to be a great season coming up for you. And I'll be here to give you more special reports as we head toward training camp and break it all down for you. Because I'm KC James, and you know how I do it. I give you the 411, and I keep it real. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. I'll see you next time right here on the NBA Report.